is the moment we've all been waiting for. With little Rex, Stacey's boys, Zach and Leighton, his teenage son, Harry, and a baby girl on the way, finding time to do anything must be tricky for today's guest. Never mind whipping up complex cuisine in the Celebrity Masterchef kitchen. Joe, you've changed rooms again. Has Stacey thrown you out of the living room?
No, well, it is. I've got the kids downstairs and they keep making too much noise, so I've had to lock myself in the bedroom. So here we are. Well,
I'm loving our bit of quality time with you, Joe. So congrats on doing Celebrity Masterchef. Is Stacey even more critical of your food now that you've been trained by professionals?
I think Stacey's expectations, they rose slightly when she found out I was doing MasterChef. But then when I come back to our own kitchen and started cooking, I think them expectations went back down to normal. Yeah, I love cooking. I really enjoy cooking. I like cooking for my family. I love cooking for the kids. So it was a great idea to go on MasterChef and just pick up some techniques and learn as much as I could.
Yeah, I mean, you've done MasterChef before, haven't you?
Well, I was briefly on it, Joe, very briefly on MasterChef. I lasted all of, like, one afternoon. I found that lots of people got lots of tips and help before they went on, which I clearly did not get the memo. Did you get any little tips before you went on?
I'm not going to lie to you. There's one person I know who's an amazing cook, and it's Nadia Sawala. So I did give her an odd phone call and say, like, Nads, how do I not burn this and how do I not give this to them raw and stuff like that? So she was giving me little pointers, so I really couldn't have done it without her. But I loved it. I had a great time.
So what was did you have any sort of scary moments? Did you have any disasters?
You know what, right? It sounds so weird, but I didn't realise how sharp the knives were. So, like, in my house, we must have really blunt knives, because in that place, I was cutting my fingers for fun. So, yeah, there was probably a few mils with some of my DNA in it.
When you walked in and you saw who you were up against, who was, like, your nemesis? Who did you see and think, oh, that could be my competition?
To be fair, all of them. All of them talked a good game. Katie Price, I'm going to tell you, she really surprised me. She was really good. She come up with some lovely dishes. She kept copying me, not copying me, but we kept cooking the same dishes. So I done a toad in a hole, Katie Price done a toad in a hole, I done a curry, Katie done a curry. So she was probably my closest nemesis. I wanted to beat Katie.
Oh, well, we shall see. I wanted to ask you, because we saw at the beginning there that lovely photo of you with all your boys. How do you feel about having a daughter on the way?
Honestly, Jane, was so excited. It's such a different gear change for us as well, because we've got boys coming out of our ear rolls. So to have a little girl, would be amazing. Yeah, and I mean, I'm so used to, like, wrestling and fighting, and it would be so nice to do some plaiting. I'm trying to learn to plait, so I want to learn how to do, like, French plaits and little dicky bows. So, yeah. I'm going to do a lot of those.
That's really lovely. But I don't know if you heard, but we were talking about siblings earlier, and Frankie was saying how important it's been for her and Wayne to make sure that their boys understand that they've got to have each other's back. Is that something that you instill within your boys? Yeah,
very much so, because we lost our dad when we were quite young, so it was always me, my sisters and my mum. So we just grew a really, really tight bond, and we're still so tight. And I think the kids, like my kids, can see how tight I am with my family, and vice versa with Stacey's. Her family, honestly, they see each other every day. So I think it's so important to keep your sisters and your brothers close, because, you know, they're all you've got, isn't they?
Yeah. Joe, somewhere obviously where you're going to have a lot of family attending is your future coming wedding, which I understand has been postponed. Is that because you let the cat out of the bag the last time you were on the show? Let's have a look at that.
I never know. We'll have to say when I'm
You wouldn't know the date even if you were allowed to say.
The date is going to be the last Sunday in July.
Oh, my God.
Oh, well, that's very specific, isn't it?
You said I wouldn't know the date.
Oh, my God,
well, you could have just said July.
Here?
You're going to...
Last Sunday in July, postponement.
Well done,
I did get in a bit of trouble for that. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was proving to the world that I was invested and I knew exactly when it was. So, yeah, no, we're going to postpone it. I think Corona sort of put a bit of a damper on it. And we've got so many people that we want to be there, that we love, and that means so much to us that we thought it would be nice to wait, make sure everyone's there. And also, we can bring our little girl, so that's going to be surreal, having a little girl there. So
has Stacey entrusted you with the date? Has she told you when the date is, or is she just going to tell you closer to the time so you don't let it out the bag again?
Yeah, I know the date. Yeah, I know the date. I'm not falling for this again, ladies. I'm keeping my close cards to my chest.
We can
Stacey's
fool
behind
you
this door listening to everything I say.
We can fool you once, we cannot fool you twice. So does that mean that you're going to have time to do both stag do's? Because I know you want one here and one possibly in Ibiza. I'm trying to get you to do the date without saying the date. Will you have time for both of those after your baby girl is born, before the wedding?
Yeah, no, we're going to have time. Stacey thinks it's a bit excessive having two, but I want to have one with the kids, and then I want to have one with my mates. So, yeah, 2 stag do's for me, please.
So, Joe, did you see that video of the nanny doing, like, leaping about with the husband? How do you think Stacey would feel about that?
Oh, my God, Stacey would kill me. You're crazy, you
Those hands.
Look, you can't blame the nanny. She looks like she's quite a young lady, but you've got to blame the dad. He's got to take more responsibility. Come on. You can't be fraternising with the nanny.
Very good answer. Right, Joe, now, look, before you go, we've got a quick game for you, because every time you come on here, you've got Stacey kind of, like, you know, contradicting you when you say stuff.
Yeah.
So we want to give you a chance today to give your right of reply to the things that she said about you on the show. So are you ready?
I'm ready. She's probably listening, so let's keep it going, yeah?
Keep your voice down. Here you go. Swashy strikes back.
Right.
OK, so here's the first clip.
I've been in relationships before where I've been told what has happened, and I've been convinced myself that that's not the way that it went, but had no proof.
Yeah.
So now I like to just write it down. If something's bothered me or upset me, or an event has taken place in which I feel I might want to refer to at some point in the near future.
So does she write down your arguments, Joe?
100%, because she'll remember things from 3 or 4 years ago. And what it does, Stacey should be a lawyer because she wins every argument. So yeah, she's got a dossier of all the evidence. So that's why I always lose.
OK, so that one was true. Right, let's have a look at the next clip.
It's so funny because the things he's done in his life, I would not think he'd be nervous of the...
Has he not got any piercings at all?
Nothing at all.
Really?
No, he's never had one.
Look at him, look.
And we were there for about 25 minutes. There was a queue of, like, 12 7-year-olds waiting to get their piercing. And I was like, Bub, you're going to have to do this, otherwise you're going to scare all of these little kids away.
And the little girls are waiting outside.
And he was like, OK, just do it, just do it.
So were you really that bad?
Oh, it was terrifying. Honestly, because it was a gun. Because it was like a gun. I was like, this doesn't feel natural. But yeah, I took it out in the end because it just didn't suit me. I'm too old for it.
Oh, you're never too old for a piercing, but you do look perfect as you are, Joe. Thanks so much for joining us.
Stop it.
And MasterChef is on tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, so we'll see you then.